Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 240 of Wool is the Answer. I'm Marie.
And I'm Dominique.
And it is Thursday, the 17th of April, 2025. And we are here. I've just said to Dominique before, my internet keeps dropping off, so let's see what happens. And now I feel like I'm sat in the dark. Do I look as though I'm too much in the dark? Do I need to go and get my light?
No, you don't.
I've got very red cheeks from sitting in my chair's been in the sun.
We're the wrong way round. I joined before you'd started the meeting.
Flipping heck. You joined. Well, let me press this button and see what happens.
Yeah, let's see if it switches.
Let's see what happens. And if not, tough taties.
40, 17.
Because I've learnt not to keep pressing the button.
Well,
oh, I don't need to listen to myself. Whoa. Right, I pressed the button. Oh, we've changed. We're fine. We're sorted. Yeah. Hello, everybody.
Well, I think at least we know why it is. It's if I join before you start the meeting. So at least we know.
And I know just to press the button once.
And then it switches.
And I have to wait a little bit. I have to be patient. Something I'm not good at. And then just not press. Look at my cheeks are bright red.
And then it does it. Good evening, everybody.
Hello, hello, hello. Hear them pigeons outside?
Yes.
Flipping things.
We
end of my life.
We bumped into. Well, we will talk about it, but only because it was talking about which way we were. We bumped into somebody at Springing to Wool and said, "Are you the right way round?" As they walked towards us, they were like, "Oh, you're the right way round as well." Oh
dear me. It's ridiculous how it confuses people, isn't it?
Yes.
And, at least we've got our names right underneath. That's the main thing.
Yes.
I'm not comfortable. I've sat in a different place. Right, that's a bit better. My back's aching a bit. Right. Have you had a good day, Dominique?
I've worked, so...
No, then. Not a good day.
I've wanted to have been out in the sunshine. And we sat inside for Nitinata, and then I sat inside for work. But anyway.
Well, I've been frantically trying to get a project finished.
Oh, yes, let's see that first.
Well, you can't see it because it's gone.
Oh, right.
David left. He said to me, I thought I had till like 6:30. And he went, no, I'm leaving at 5. I was like, oh, my goodness. So anyway, what it is, friends that David works with, they become grandparents for the first time. And they have had twins. So I knocked up some cardigans. I'm going to see if I can turn them around because flipping heck. So I took a photograph of them because he's disappeared with them.
Because you thought you were going to have them to show to start with.
I did. I was thinking, that'll be fine. I'll have them. Right. So here they are. I mean, they look like one's bigger than the other, but they're not. I think it's the way I've laid them out. So I've made 2 little cardigans because it's 2 little boys. The pattern I used was Little Avery, and it's by not a flipping Scooby-Doo because it's not on the pattern bit there. It was on Ravelry. Normally it's written on the bottom of the page, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think it was a free pattern. I'm not giving you much information here, am I?
I'm looking.
Sure it was a free pattern.
It's by Taiga Hilliard, and it was a free pattern.
Free pattern.
Published in Cashmere Junkie.
It's I knit it double knit. The pattern says double knit, and it was a really nice pattern to knit. I did start off making the G'day cardigan, but I wasn't happy with how my increases were on the yoke part. So I changed the pattern. So I only started knitting them really on Wednesday. 2 cardigans, great. And literally, I'm sewing the buttons on as he's saying, I need to go. So no wonder my cheeks are flushed. I was over the steam iron trying to press them. But they're finished. But that was the only real purchase I made at
Spring into Wool.
I mean, I've lost words completely today. And I bought baby wool. And it was this baby wool, Jenny Watson. And in the end, I didn't use the pale blue because I had some navy that was left over that was a West Yorkshire Spinners.
Oh, right.
Baby yarn. It went a bit better. It gave a better definition. But that's the colour. It just says shade WS3 and WS11. But it's like a stony colour. So I've got them finished. So phew.
And out of how many balls?
I only used one ball each for the cardigan. Right. It literally used there was a little bit left over, not a huge amount, and then I probably only used about 20 grams of the dark navy that I had. So because all I did was edge it. But it was a nice, easy pattern. It knit up obviously really quickly.
Yeah. And no sewing up.
The only sewing up I had to do was you had to join the hole underneath.
Right.
So it was much easier than picking stitches up.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So it was a lot quicker.
Yes.
But I definitely knitted again. And like on the picture you can see, I did the rib contrast and I just added the blue. Can you see it there?
Yes.
And I just added the contrast because on the pattern it's just all one colour.
Oh, yes.
To me.
Oh, I like them dinosaur buttons.
They're lovely, aren't they? They're really nice. And I also got while we're spring into wool, I got some little buttons with anchors on. But then I only had 5 buttons and I needed 6 for this cardigan. So I had to go stash diving and just use some little navy ones anyway. So it was all a bit of a, when something you think's going to be really easy to do, and then I've been like a lunatic today trying to sit and get it all finished. Yeah. But anyway, I did it. It's gone.
They've gone.
I can forget about them. So yeah, I'm pleased they're done.
So did those of you that went, we saw quite a few people, did everyone enjoy Spring into Wool? It's our second time as customers and it is a really nice show.
Yeah, it is. It's a really good show. There was lots of lovely vendors there. It was a really nice sunny day as well, wasn't it?
Yes.
And, we met up with some of the ladies who joined our knit and natter groups. So it was really nice. We had a really nice day.
It was really sunny. We were able to sit out. Oh, we were stood outside for a little while, weren't we?
We had a little photo shoot outside, didn't we?
Yes.
So
yeah, we did.
It was lovely. We had a really
and for nice those of you that popped up and came up to us and said hello, it was really nice to see you again or meet you for the first time. It was really nice.
Yes, it was. It was lovely. Just tell me if I start to go too dark, won't you?
Yeah, no, it looks absolutely fine.
It's on there. It's just on my
yeah, it looks absolutely fine.
Oh, dear me.
But I didn't buy. Well, I got 3 buttons. I didn't buy anything, but we were gifted something. Have you got yours?
I have got mine here. Yes.
We were gifted.
I'm just fastening it, so it looks like it did.
Little bunny bags.
Yeah, I don't know where I put my ribbon.
I mean,
they are gorgeous.
They were gifted to us by Joe Piccalilli. And this was wrapped in beautiful bunny tissue paper. I can't get my words now.
They're really sweet. I dropped mine there on the floor, but luckily it's not glass, so all is saved.
And a little, it's attached to a little bunny.
They're
stitch
so
marker.
Cute.
They're beautiful. So thank you. Yes, Marjorie, Joe Piccalilli.
Yeah.
So thank you, Joe, very, very much.
Yes, thank you, Joe. They were really sweet though, and what a clever idea.
Yeah.
Making just a little bag that looks like a little bunny. Do you know what I mean? Really clever. Really, really clever. I like that. Nice.
She's got lots of beautiful stuff off in a store. She always does.
She's got an eye for fabric, hasn't she? Her fabric is always really, really nice.
Yeah, it is.
In fact, it's usually, you're looking at it and thinking, I don't know what to buy because they're all so nice. And she always changes them with the themes, doesn't she?
Yes, she does. Yes.
And it was really nice when we were doing the veg boxes, wasn't it? And she got some veg box ones in. And the fabric was so cool.
They were brilliant.
Yeah, they were really nice.
So yeah, that was no other purchase, but I'd not gone to purchase.
No, we went for a socialisation.
To meet up and chat with people, and so yeah, it was really nice.
But while I was there, I met one of our knitty friends, and I got a belated birthday present from her. And I have to show you because it's Joe Pickley stuff.
Yeah, so speaking of fantastic fabrics.
Look at that, it's hens. And I got the little accessory bag that goes with it. So it's got tape measure, scissors, stitch markers, needles, bits and bobs in it.
They are brilliant.
They're really
you
handy.
could have one of them in every project bag, and you're always going to have what you need.
They're really handy, and they're a nice size. They're easy, just to pop in. And then they've got a little thing there to put your needles in as well. To get your needles in. Lovely, but the fabric again is just so cute, and it's weird because when we were on the stall, I saw these bags, and I was like thinking, "Oh, can't buy another little bag, can I?" And I was got it for my birthday, so I was very, very happy with that. You can never go wrong with the Joe Pickley.
You definitely can't.
But yeah, it was a really nice venue, nicely laid out, plenty of space.
Yeah, I think because it's there's the sports hall, the corridor to the sports hall, and then the other room, which I can't remember, the foyer. It spreads people out, and the canteen, and when you've got outdoor area, it really spreads people out, so it didn't feel too busy. Yeah,
it was a really nice show because we went on the Saturday, which had sold out tickets, hadn't it? They'd sold out on the Saturday. But yeah, it didn't feel too busy. To say it was sold out, it didn't feel, sometimes you get somewhere and you're like all hemmed in and you're a bit...
No, there were pinch points, but most of the time you could see it anywhere you wanted to see.
And definitely pinch points in the cafeteria, wasn't there?
Well, that was just people going mad with food. There was no system at all.
We were talking about this morning at Knitting Natter. They've got this amazing tray system. I mean, that's like 3 trays, and it goes round and round into the canteen. So you put your tray on, and it moves around. I'm fascinated by it. I know Sally was from knitting this morning. I want one of those in my house because they're just amazing. They're like, imagine a big sushi, three layered, just going round and round. Put your cups on.
It's to put your empty trays on. It doesn't bring food out.
No, it doesn't bring food out.
Your dirty crockery and things into the kitchen.
I did suggest that maybe we could get Mr. Hammond to rig us up one, and it could be in the middle of when we have a retreat in the centre, and it could just have trays of wool on just to tempt you, and you just take them off. But that would just be far too silly.
I mean, they do that anyway. They just grab what they like and chuck things around.
Exactly. But can you imagine an automated? It would be like
no room for it.
It would be like, we need one of those conveyor belts like on the Generation. Oh, dear me. Never mind. Anyway, I digress. So, have you got anything to show us, Dominique? I know you have.
Well, yeah, but really, I've got 2 things to show you. And one thing's a finished object, and the other thing is about ½ an inch. But I have eventually picked up again my advent calendar sweater. I had to pick it up because I couldn't remember
I'm just going to put the light on.
It says Helen, but it's double E after the L, so it could be pronounced something different. Heleen Kok. But that is the advent calendar sweater that I did in our Festive Cocktails box.
It looks so cool.
But I stopped, I knit it, and then I had to pick up and join the sides, put the rib on the bottom and the neck and all the cuffs. And I got fed up of it. I didn't want to do it in January. So eventually I picked it up and did it the other day. So that is nice. Our advent calendar the pattern, I think, is 24. Well, it must be 24 10 grams because the pattern, the front and back are different.
Right.
But because I've done, ours was 20, front and back are the same. But I blocked it, but in a rush this morning. But the body, it's really opened up. It looks nice. But I thought, what on earth have I done to the sleeves? Because they've just gone such a funny shape. And then
just show me that again.
It's where I've had the blocking pins. But then I kept thinking, that does not look right.
That looks like you've got like a Godet insert in it.
I have.
Oh,
but it should be there. But I've done it both sides.
You managed to put it there.
So
have you joined them? You've joined them, Rock? No.
I've had to, but that's the very first thing you do. I've had to join them wrong, but I've joined both of them wrong.
Well, at least you did both of them wrong.
So, I mean, I don't think it will matter, but I just kept thinking, why is it not sitting straight? Yeah, that's your shoulder. I mean, it's not much of a shoulder, is it? It is just a triangle.
To go there.
But
you plonker.
I've done it wrong on both. So anyway,
does it look all right on though? With
it does. Yeah, it does. I mean, I've put it on, but I've got so many ends.
Oh dear.
I can't wear it. I'll wear it next week. It does look odd, but it's fine. I've worn it and I've pulled it, and I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have blocked it. I cast it off last night and I blocked it in a rush because I knew I was going to be busy all day. But anyway, I've pulled a thread.
Oh, you pulled a thread.
But it will wear fine. It just looks a bit odd. But when there's quite a lot of fabric, so it'll just hang like that.
Yeah, it won't look silly, but like you say, it looks like a bat wing type anyway, doesn't it?
It is.
Yeah. Oh, it is.
Yeah, it is.
It's just a design feature. You'll just have to say, no, that's how I've designed it. Thank goodness you did both the wrong way around, though. Can you imagine if you had one bit up here?
But I just can't remember, because you do provisional cast on for the neck. I can't remember how I constructed it. It was back in December.
And you did have a little temper tantrum with it, didn't you? That you joining it together. I
did when I had to do provisional cast on to start with. It is really nice. But if you want something to knit with your advent calendar and you want to knit it in December and keep up, unless you've got a lot of time.
Yes.
But I'm trying to do it with work and whatnot. Yeah. This is not the pattern, because provisional cast on, once you get into knitting, it is absolutely fine.
Yeah.
But then you literally, I was saying, to join the sides together, you pick up the front. I mean, they've not joined very well because they're striped, but you pick up the front from the armhole, across the bottom, pick up the back, and then 3-needle bind off to cast it off.
It seems a lot of work, doesn't it?
That's what frustrated me. I was like, well, anyway, I did. And it didn't take me that long. It's taken me this week to put all the ribs on, and it really looks nice. But it's not a simple in the round, top down, don't need to think about construction. So I would say it's a really nice knit. It fits really nicely. But maybe, although it's the advent calendar sweater, I think unless you've got a lot of time or you don't want to keep up, then maybe not an advent calendar, because there's quite a bit to do. It is 4-ply. I saw it. Rachel had knit one. I think she's knit a couple now. I saw it and loved it, really liked it. And I've got a feeling, I'm sorry if I'm wrong, Rachel, but I've got a feeling Rachel did it in almost scrappy, not an advent calendar. So I think it's a fantastic way. We were talking about using scraps earlier. I think it's a fantastic project for using scraps, because you could do 24 10 grams. and then everyone would be different.
Yeah,
it would look really, really nice. But yeah, it's only I didn't notice it till I've blocked it, and the way I've put the blocking pins, I thought, because I didn't do it properly, I thought, oh, I've not put enough, and then I thought, no, the shoulders are at the cuff and the cuffs at the shoulders, but it doesn't matter, you'll not know. So unless it is scorching, I will wear it for afternoon tea a week on Sunday.
Oh, very good. While we're talking about Scrappy, Kay this morning on the Knit and Natter group was telling us about This Bird Knits. She's currently got 44% off her patterns on Ravelry for her 44th birthday. If you go on the Instagram, there's a code that you put in. So go on the Instagram post and it'll give you the code. But Kay had found a jumper on there, hadn't she, called the cassette, that you can use up your scraps again, or your one skein wonders that you've got, because you hold it double, you hold 4-ply double with another colour. But she had some lovely patterns on, didn't she? There was some and that's what I mention it, because we used her pattern for the KCT, didn't we? That was last year's make along.
Yeah.
And she was ever so, she made a few comments, didn't she, about us. It was lovely to see all the jumpers that had been knit. So yes, there's a 44% off, which is really good on pattern.
Till the 21st.
Yeah, till the 21st.
But I've done 2 cases, and I've done the Willa tee, and I really like her patterns. We're all different, aren't we? Some people, you can get on with some patterns and not others, but I think her patterns are really comprehensive.
Yeah. And she does a lot with the alterations of busts as well, does she do in some of her patterns? Not her. I thought she does do some.
She might. I can't remember. No, that was. Who
I know there's
the
2 of them.
jab?
There's 2 of them that do it.
Oh, God.
Anyway.
Oh my God!
I
need to find. She does the summer jib jab.
Woolly Badger.
Yeah, Woolly Badger.
Woolly Badger.
Yes.
But I've ordered the cassette one, and then there was a.
You keep saying, it sounds like you're saying cassette.
I know I'm not. It's Cosset. My vowels. Cosset, is it?
Cossette.
Cosset. Sorry.
You can when you say, people are going to start looking for cassette, and it's Cossette.
Not ka. It's my flat vowels. And I've ordered a little vest top as well. I've ordered that. And what was the other jumper you ordered? You said
the Whisper.
The Whisper. But yeah, have a look. She's got some lovely garments and shawls and hats and bits and pieces. But
yeah,
go and have a look.
Victoria was there, Woolly Badger.
Yeah.
I'd only just deleted a newsletter because I'd read it and I forgot a name. If you don't like stocking stitch, it's not the one for you, because it's knit flat although it's joined, it's knit front and back, so it is stocking stitch, not.
But it looks lovely, that colour. So while we're talking of make-alongs, I've tried it on again today. My Tolsta tee that I'm doing with eyelets in it. I've done a bit of decreasing. Can't really tell on the side. No, you can't really tell.
No, you can't see.
And I think I've probably got about another 2 inches to do before I put the ribbon on. Yeah,
right.
I haven't got much to do, so that is now my main concentration. So I'm hoping this time next week, because I've got a busy week this week, I might have this cast off.
Well, I was just looking, it's 4 weeks on Saturday.
So my plan is to try and get it done for next week. But like I say, I've got a fairly busy week this week and this weekend and next weekend. So I mean, although I might get a bit of car knitting done this weekend, because that's always good for just going round and round, and it is fairly straightforward now. So I have been sensible, and I've put a stitch marker in for where I've tried it on, so I know how much more I've got to do without trying it on. Because
we've said for the Wool Monty, which is like 7 weeks away, but we also said if you come into Buxton and you've got them finished, then bring them to Buxton as well.
And then once I get that done, I've got the Camilla Vad Field tank top I can get working on again.
Yeah.
And then I might start looking at something for the wool I got at Blackpool, the Northwest Festival that I got from Thingy Unicorn.
Discreet
Unicorn. Crikey me. And I think I might use it to make the pattern I got today from, that's like a little t-shirt tank top, do you know what I mean? So I might use that because it's lacy, so I might do that. So watch this space, who knows.
Yeah, well, I've not got it to show you because I've only done, I'm still on pattern 10, but I've now picked up, because I've spent all week putting that together, so I'm hoping by next week I will have my
good
hint of springtime wrap done. I keep seeing different people are putting on. Julia had put on today, she's finished it and blocked it, so I know quite a few of you are finishing them up, but that I've not touched that for a long time, but I did it on knitting this morning. I've got the second repeat of pattern 10, and then the next two, so a week or two it will be done for Buxton anyway. But
and the Zoom meetup for that is the last Monday in April.
It's the 28th.
28th. Yeah, 28th.
Yeah. So we've got afternoon tea on the Sunday if you come in, and then we've got the knit and natter on the following Monday.
Yeah. So busy. Oh,
busy. I mean, we're not going to give anything away, but we did have a very productive trip to and from Spring into Wool. So
we had, the pen was writing lots.
Yes.
Lots of lists made. Lots of Christmassy decisions have been made, haven't they?
Yes.
And we will be letting you know fairly shortly.
Yes.
What we're doing. I was busy last weekend doing photos and images and things, and so
it's all dyed.
It's all the prototype colours have all been done. Agreed.
Yes.
We're all there. So so we just need to get this month over. And then we will be letting you know.
So watch this space, but we know what we're doing now.
We do know what we're doing.
Always a good thing.
Yes, it's always a bonus to have got things sorted out and know where we're heading with it.
Yes.
And then we've also got some other plans that we've got up our sleeve, haven't we? We've been thinking all sorts of things. So watch this space, see what's going to happen.
Because, like we've said, your hint of springtime wrap make-along's finished. Yeah. So we've got something coming round the corner.
Yeah.
Like to keep you busy. I need to say she's got just the last 6 rows of the undyed pattern to do on hers, and then she's finished. So
perfect.
Excellent.
Yeah, perfect.
But I've only got one other bit of knitting.
I've got nothing else. So
haven't you? Right, I'll show you my bit of knitting, and then I've got a book.
Apart from to say, I am wearing my
love note.
And this yarn is from Attic Spin Dye, held with a navy fluff from, what's the navy fluff I normally buy? It's the cheap one, isn't it? That doesn't make me itch.
Drops?
Yes, drops, fluff.
Yeah, I don't know what
I can't remember what it's called. Drops. I think it might even be. Is it Drops Mohair? That's the word.
Is it Drops Mohair?
Oh my goodness! I think we need to go for a lie down.
Oh, well, and I think
we need to get out in the sunshine. I think
the Attic Spin Dye something to do with sky. or night?
I can't remember, but it was very bright neons. It was navy blue background with very bright neon. He still has it on his website, and sometimes he pops the photo of the jumper in it. But I do I do like this one.
When do you think you bought it?
Oh, why? I haven't a clue. I bought it at no idea. A year ago, 2 years ago. Days morph into one. Might have been 2 years ago.
It'll be somewhere. I thought I might. You keep buying from him because I keep seeing different.
I mean, it might be easier looking on his website, on his Etsy page.
I'll find it.
So was it something rainbow?
I thought it was something celestial, or
I thought it was neon something. Anyway,
I'll find it.
That's what I'm wearing. I like it. I like the neck on it. I like the big neck on it.
Yeah, you like that, don't you? You've knit that a few times. I really didn't like mine.
A few of these. Yeah, I've knit a few of them. Yeah, I just have to get adjusted to the fluff sometimes because it does get up my nose.
Well, speaking of fluff, although it's not, it's on the floor. It's not really fluff, but it's baby soy alpaca mulberry silk.
Oh, you're bunting.
I've cast on my Bootiful bunting.
Are you knitting from that skein?
Yes.
You are knitting with that fine stuff from a skein?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I've got no words.
Not only am I knitting from that skein.
No.
The contrast is being knit from a skein as well. So thank you for your suggestions. There were 2 or 3, but I have gone for the Lacy Shrug by Wensleydale Longwool Sheep Shop.
Perfect. Have you made it wider?
I've literally just done that much, but and I'm just holding it with an undyed.
Are you on long needles as well?
I know. I just thought I'm going to go because it's just a long piece. We were talking about long needles the other day or the other week, and I said I do every now and again. I do like knitting on long needles. So it's meant to be done on 4 mil, but I'd either got a 3.5 or a 5. So I've gone for 3.5. So it'll be slightly closer, but I've literally just put it with our undyed, and it is going to be it's going to be nothing like what I would normally go.
I was going to say absolutely nothing.
Pale and delicate, but it feels so soft.
I bet it's really soft.
It feels so soft.
I mean, I'm just...
But
exactly, Lucy. I'm pleased you said it. She's mad. I don't know. Especially with it being so fine and.
But I also feel the same. I don't understand how no one else can do it.
Because you're very talentedly special. That's why.
I don't know. But I'm knitting from 2 skeins. I've only knit that much so far, but we're not in a pickle. It's going very nicely. It's really sticky.
That's what I'm saying. I can't believe that you're knitting from that skein because they are sticky.
But you just have to give it a real good whack and then it unpeels. So far.
And that's because you don't touch your wool when you knit, though, do you? You would have it near you or hung on something, whereas we know I fling mine about.
I do while I'm knitting with it, and then I just roll it up and put it to one side. But it is just on the arm of the settee.
All I'm going to say, Lisa, just your nightmare will be based on Dominique doing that, and then Marie. Can you imagine? Marie would just be like covered in it. It would.
I'm sorry.
I'm in awe that you can do it.
I'm sorry to give you all nightmares, but it's just the way I do
power.
it.
It's just a magic power.
So anyway, I went with this one. Rachel had suggested one. I can't remember now what it was called. It looked beautiful, but it was it wasn't the shape of shawl I would wear.
Right.
Whereas this is just going to be a long scarf. So I know I will get more wear out of it, I think. So yeah, and it's just you repeat the same row.
Yeah.
So it's easy to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you, Marion, for the suggestion. I know Marion just knits and knits and knits them. Every time she finishes one, she casts on another. So Lucy, I'm sorry.
Oh dear. Poor Lucy, the trauma of it has made her lose track of a lace charm.
Sorry. But yeah, so that I just wanted to cast it on because it's a special skein, and if I don't, it's just going to get shoved to one side. And I thought about putting it with like a pale.
I like it with that undyed. It looks really pretty, but it is so not your colours.
No, I mean that wasn't when I bought it. I knew that,
but you wanted it.
But it was darker than the fluff was much darker in colour than the 4-ply double knit. So although, like we said, Mandy bought it not dyed by Paula, and it looked much darker, but that could have just been the photo. Anyway,
Anita said she could do that if she lived alone. I'd be even worse if I lived alone. I'd be even more of a...
Yeah, I've not got any pets. I've not got any pets to do it, but... Well, watch this space. I could come back next week and it could be in a ball because it's taken me 3 days to untangle it. But
and like I've said, when I do go to Dominique's and she's not there and I do go in the house, I am very careful where I go. I'm like, you know, if I see wool laid out on the floor, or if I see knitting, I think, well, I can't go anywhere near that. I can't walk near that. I've got to like...
I mean, the good thing is I enjoy untangling as well. So... Yeah. But it won't get in a tangle, everybody. Do not panic. Don't have nightmares. Please sleep well. It won't get... But yeah, I do like... I thought I'm going back...
You just turned into Nick What's-his-face there.
I did. That's what... Well, when I said... that's what I thought. Oh, dear.
Dear me.
Oh. Yeah, Eve's tried it. If it's not your thing, don't do it. But...
It's a challenge.
That's why we cake it all for you, but no one else cakes it for us. So sometimes you've just got to... It takes me longer to get the winder out and wind it than it would just to knit from it.
You can always give it to me. I'll wind it for you. But I know, but like... You don't care though, do you? You'd rather just have it like that.
Yeah. Like if at the afternoon tea, if there was something I desperately wanted, I would take it off the table. But...
You often dye stuff and don't have it wound, don't you? You just say, don't wind it for me, I'll just have
the charcoal that I've done that's all come from the skein.
But I think the blanket club, what you didn't...
yeah, none of that.
None of that was skein.
No.
The biggest thing is though, is when she puts it in a rucksack as a skein and knits.
Yeah, I mean, I do...
From a rucksack with a skein. I mean, it's like a magic trick.
Yeah, the one I was knitting had been caked. Fizzwiz had been caked. Yeah. I'd not caked it, but it had been caked.
But you often just shove a skein in your rucksack and just knit.
Yeah. Just...
If I put anything in a bag, as you know, when I get things out, and that's why I don't have massive handbags, because everything just becomes like a big jumble inside it. I have to keep small bags because everything just like gets...
Yeah.
It's... If
it gets in a tangle, I can get it untangled fairly quickly, but
well done.
So
I'm interested to see that, because I started that pattern at Christmas time. Can you remember, with another Attic Spin Dye silk with the blues?
Oh, did
and
you?
I think I've done about that because it's a one row repeat pattern.
Yes.
What's going wrong? I know.
Oh.
It's one row, and every time I do it, I pick it up and go, I think I'll just sit and do this because it's easy. It's a one row repeat.
Yeah.
And I get it wrong. I don't know why. I honestly don't know why.
Well, because we had a conversation earlier and I was just sat doing it. And I came off the phone, turned the needles and started going, and I thought, oh, I'm not right. I knew where I should be doing the knit two together or whatever. And while we were on the phone, I'd gone wrong, but I noticed going
Well, that's what I would do. I'd turn around to go, and then I'd think, oh, I've gone wrong again, and end up having to go back. Every time I like put it down, I went wrong. Do you know what I mean? It was every time I did it, I just went wrong. So it's still there to be done. It is in my bag because it is I want to get it done because it's a lovely shape, isn't it? It's a really nice a nice pattern. I took it on holiday and was doing it on the aeroplane, and I was sat on the aeroplane, and every time I put it down, I picked it up. I thought, I've gone wrong again. Do you know what I mean? I just couldn't work out what I was doing. But anyway.
Well, I think that is going to be, because the other thing I've been knitting on this week, but you can't see because you've seen them anyway, but the cherry blossom socks that I knit for my friend, that I knit 2 different sizes, she'd sent them back. I've knit the other one and that's gone. So I've not got any socks on the needles. So that is I've got my Musselburgh for out and about. That is an easy, don't need to think about it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to rush through that. That is going to be when I don't, that's almost going to be it is no think knitting. I can just sit and do it. So, but now, as soon as I get the shawl off the needles, then I can cast something else on, but I don't know what it's going to be.
I have got second sock syndrome going on in my big basket. I've got 2 socks that are finished, and then the other ones like started, but nothing's happening with them.
Right.
They're just there. I've just gone off my socks at the minute. I think because I've had a lot of things that needed doing, like the shawl, I needed to get that done. Then I needed those cardigans. Now I've got this jumper, because normally I like to do a bit of knitting on that, then put that down and then go and do something else rather than just stick with one thing. I like to have, my brain does, lots of things going on at the same time. But anyway,
I do. But just recently, I've stuck to, like, I've been knitting things I enjoyed, like the Tolsta. I really enjoyed it and got so far, and I thought, well, I can get this finished and off the needles. Otherwise, it gets like that jumper that I've had enough of it and it gets flung to one side and I don't look at it for a few months. But I forgot to show you it last week, but in December when Mum went away, she'd knit herself a top and gave it to me because she couldn't be bothered to pick any of the stitches up for the neckband and armband. And I waited, they came back on Sunday and I waited till the week before to think. So because I'd had to pick stitches up and knit that, I thought,
stitches up.
I hate it. But while I was in the mood, I thought, well, now's the time to get, that's why that came out, because I thought, and it didn't take me that long. When I sit down and do it, I just don't enjoy doing it. So, because Joan was wearing a really lovely jumper she'd knit on knitting really today, but it's pieced. It was bottom up and piece. I just know myself. The Daft Days cardigan, Sherry was wearing a Daft Days cardigan on Saturday. It was gorgeous. We all tried it. It looked beautiful on everybody. Anne showed us it last night. It cast on from the bottom up. I am never going to knit it. It's beautiful and I want it, but I just don't enjoy doing it that way. So
I'm the same. I must admit, I do prefer top down.
I mean, I can do it, but I won't enjoy knitting it. So I'll find something else.
Yeah.
Whereas before I'd have thought, I really, really want to make that. It doesn't matter that I don't enjoy knitting it. I'd have cast it on and it wouldn't have got finished. So
but your timely cardigan is very similar, isn't it? I know one's a double knit and one's a 4-ply, and you enjoy doing that, and that's that's what I plan to use in July to do with my advent calendar that I got from Green Lampkin. I'm going to make the timely cardigan out of it. Because I was a bit like you. I mean, one, I didn't have double knit, but it's bottom up, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it looks stunning and it fits really nicely, but I won't enjoy knitting it. So I just think there are too many patterns out there that are constructed in a way I like.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you should challenge yourself. And that advent calendar sweater was clearly challenged my brain too much. But sometimes you just want easy. So, we'll see. I'm not looking, but when I get the shawl cast off, I'll see what I want to cast on. Oh, did you see it, Marion? She's logged on.
Very pretty.
There you go. So I was saying, Marion, thank you very much. It was your suggestion. It's perfect.
Have you got anything else?
I've not got any other knitting. No. I've just got one other. I've got a book to show for anyone else who it doesn't matter. But if you live by yourself and every time you look for a cookbook that everything is for 2 people, I quite often get books from the library and I really like this, so I bought it. And it is, they do lots of others. Meat-free, £1 meals. And they're so all vegetarian, but they are all for a single portion.
Oh, that's good.
All recipes are for a single serving.
What sort of things are in there?
And I
like veggie. I eat a lot of veggie.
I really like that because you can just halve everything. So I've already done. Well, I've got to find it now. They've got some really, really nice recipes, but I just thought I bought it second hand for about £3, I think.
Oh, that's good. Which one did you get it through? Oh, that looks nice. Is that sweet? Is that
sweet potato?
Sweet potato
with quick chimichurri. I didn't use their chimichurri recipe because I've got a recipe for carrot top chimichurri, and I put some beetroot hummus on that.
Oh, delicious.
Nice. There's lots of nice things in here. That pea mint and feta salad. Feta.
Oh, I've got some peas and I've got some mint and I've got some feta. I was wondering what to have for my tea.
Well, so I thought I'm going to do a recipe a week, I think, out of here.
Nice.
For you coronation chicken lovers, you can have a coronation chickpeas.
Ooh.
So I just thought, if you're looking for, even if you're a meat eater, it's a nice recipe book. But if you just want one serving, I've got, this reminds me of the 70s, but I don't know why. Pineapple fried rice.
Pineapple fried rice?
Served in a pineapple.
Pineapple fried rice. And I'm a person who likes pineapple on my pizza.
That sounds like, I want to try it. That sounds really nice. But I don't know why.
Fresh pineapple, I hope. Is it? You use, obviously, because you've got the new...
Yes.
Yeah.
Half a pineapple. Anyway, it was just, this is the one I want to try. And I went to the shop and couldn't get any spinach. So I want to try pea falafel. Ooh. But really, it's just pea
and spinach,
chickpea flour, and that's about it. They're so simple and easy, but anyway.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That sounds like a nice, simple
Miguel Barclay book. Meat-free, but I quite often get recipe books from the library, and I go through them and I think, I'm not going to make any of this. Or there's ingredients that I'm never going to have.
Yeah.
Whereas this looks like mushroom stroganoff. It was enough for me to think, I'm going to buy that. So
nice.
I did. But yeah, if it's recommended, I would say. I've only done one recipe so far, but they look really good. So
I might try that feta, because I was thinking about making another veggie chili tonight, veggie curry tonight. I made a lentil one the other day. It was really nice.
I've got watermelon, feta, and onions.
Oh, nice! I have got some feta that needs using up. I was going to bake it, just be lazy with it and just cook it in the oven.
Well, that's always a quick, easy one for me.
Yeah,
I like that.
Ooh. Might have to have
Yeah, so there's not much. We've not got much for you this week, I'm afraid.
No.
I've just seen Lucy said she's leaning towards Japanese designers at the moment. I meant to say, Lucy, the picture you put on of the jumper you just finished looked stunning.
Really nice.
Absolutely stunning.
While we're talking about things, I was telling Victoria this the other day. I watched, anybody who's got Netflix, I watched The Residence, and it's American and it's based in the White House, and it's a murder detective, and it was quite amusing. I really did enjoy watching it because it had a bit of a comedy twist to it and a bit off the wall. Do you know what I mean? Like a bit bonkers. So I really enjoyed watching that. But then Victoria told me about a movie with Pedro Pascal in it and Nicolas Cage. It's not on our UK Netflix, Victoria. I've got to pay for it on Sky, and I thought I'm not that desperate to watch it. Yeah, because sometimes there's stuff on American Netflix that you can't get.
Yes.
So I couldn't find it, so I ended up starting to watch The Crow Girl, which is actually quite good, but pretty dark, which is on Paramount, which has been quite good as well. But yeah, The Residence had a bit of a comedy twist to it, and like stupid characters in it. Do you know what I mean? So it was quite funny. I did enjoy that. But
I've just Jane's saying she loves pineapple fried rice.
Pineapple fried rice.
I'm going to try that one, Jane, in the next couple of weeks. Anita saying she's listening to a great book, Perfectly Ordinary People, Nick Alexander. Oh, engrossed from laughter and tears and back again. Can't wait to put it on again, listening while driving. That's always good.
Yeah.
I'm on the third.
Not tears though while you're driving, Anita. No. That's not good. That's not good at all.
I'm on the third one of the Jonathan Whitelaw books, The Concert Hall Killers this time. I'm about 2/3 of the way through that. I'm really enjoying it.
Yes, Crow Girl is very good. I'm on the last episode. Yeah, it's been quite good, but dark subject matter. Right. Well, Easter, everybody. Hope you have a nice Easter weekend. Long weekend, probably for some of you. For some others, it may not. You may still be working, or you may be looking after grandchildren, children, or whatever.
Yeah. Are you doing an Easter egg hunt?
Yeah. But yeah, the weather's not got to be too rubbish, I don't think.
I think it's going to be dry. It's just not going to be sunny.
Cool,
but it keeps changing, so
it could be anything, couldn't it?
It could be absolutely anything.
So enjoy your weekend and bank holidays, and we will be back here next Thursday.
Yes. I was about to say for the last one in April, but I don't think it is, so don't worry. I'll just
It
No. Oh, it may be it. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Anyway.
I don't know what made me think of that, but have a good weekend. Enjoy your Easter eggs, your hot cross buns.
Simnel cake. What else might you eat? Whatever you fancy. Pineapple fried rice, maybe.
Don't you have lamb? Fish Friday.
Fish Friday. Gotta have fish on Friday.
Fish on Good Friday.
Yeah.
Anyway, have a good week, everyone, and we will see you. Oh, it is following Thursday's 1st of May. Thank you, Victoria. Yeah. See you all next week.
Have a good time, everybody. See you all later. Bye.